welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly Jo. I hope you guys are all excited for my video today because I know that I definitely am and slightly scared. Today is going to be the first installment of my ghost stories series here that I'm going to be doing for the week of Halloween. So every single day for the week of Halloween I will be posting a new video that includes 2 ghost stories that have happened to me in my life. I live in a haunted house, so a lot of scary stuff happens, so I get a lot of stories, and I really would like to share them with you guys because who doesn't love scary ghost stories when Halloween is like right around the corner? So if you are at all curious to know what happened to me or just to hear something kind of scary, then just keep watching these videos and look forward to the ones that will be posted throughout the rest of the week. So yeah, let's get right into them. Basically, both of these stories involve me and my younger brother. I have 3 brothers. One of them is older than me and the other 2 are younger than me. So this story involves me and my middle brother. My middle brother's name is Billy. He does have a YouTube channel here, but I don't know if he wants me to tell people that I'm his sister, so we just won't go there. But basically what happened was one day I was taking a shower. We only have one bathroom in our house that has a shower in it, so I was downstairs showering and I was washing my hair, and all of a sudden I heard my brother come up to the door and he goes, "What?" And I just kind of ignored him and just kept washing my hair because I didn't really know if he was talking to me or if he was talking to somebody else, just like outside the door or what. So I just kept washing my hair, and then I heard him say it again. He's like, "Holly, what did you need?" And I'm like, "I didn't call you, go away," because I was in the shower. It's my alone time. I don't want to be talking to my brothers. I just want to have some nice peace and quiet while I feel the warm water, and it's all good. And so he kind of just walked away and it was fine. And then a few minutes later, I kind of heard this like faint noise, but I didn't really think anything of it. And then he walked back up to the door again and he goes, "Holly, what do you want?" And I got really annoyed because I'm like, "I didn't call for you. Go away. Like, stop coming up to the door." And he's like, "But you did call for me. I heard you. I heard your voice." And I was like, "It wasn't me." I was like, "I didn't call for you. Maybe it was Alex." And then, he walked away and he was all frustrated and I was all frustrated. So finally I just decided, whatever, I'm not going to get a nice peaceful shower to myself. So I got out of the shower and I was towel drying my hair a little bit. And then I heard what he had heard. And it was seriously probably the scariest thing I have ever experienced. It was the sound of my own voice calling for my middle brother, Billy, from the room next door to the bathroom, because it's like there's the bathroom and then my parents' room is on this side and then we have like the computer room on this side. And it was literally exactly the way my voice sounds, calling for my brother to come into the computer room. And it was super annoyed sounding, like it literally sounded just like me. This is exactly to a T how it sounded. "Billy, get in here now." That's exactly the way it sounded, but it wasn't coming out of me, and it was from the next room over. And then I heard Billy run up the stairs because he must have gotten scared and realized what was happening. So then, I wrap a towel around myself and I walk upstairs and I open up the door and Billy's standing there and I'm like, "You heard my voice calling for you, didn't you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "And it was coming from the computer room." And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "That wasn't me." And he and I both got so scared because we didn't know what was kind of like mimicking me in the house. But this wasn't the first time it had happened. Like, whatever lives in our house mimics me a lot, from like the way I walk in the hallways, the way I like kind of like put things down on the counter and it makes that like rustling noise, like that noise. And we don't really know what it is. It could be like a poltergeist, could be like an actual demon, which I hope to God it's not, or it could just kind of be like, something else. I don't know. But that was really scary. and it freaked me out so bad. Like, I didn't even want to be in the house anymore. Like, I was so scared. And I felt really bad for my brother because my brother was really freaked out too, and whatever it was targeting him, and it wanted him to be kind of like alone. So I felt really, really bad, and yeah, that was just really freaky. Another time, this one it involved me and my brother Billy again, but this time it was mimicking him instead of me. And basically what had happened was I was in my room, kind of like how I am now, and I heard my dad call for me and my brother to go downstairs and do the dishes. So I was like, okay. So I walked past the bedroom because I had assumed that Billy was in his room. And so I walked in there and I pushed open the door, and it was really late at night. It was probably like 9 o'clock at night. And the lights were all off in his bedroom, and it was dark outside, obviously. So there was like no light in the room. Like the TV wasn't even on. And I saw like movement in his bed, and he rolled over and he looked at me, and I'm like, Billy, we have to go downstairs and do the dishes, let's go. And so he's like, oh, okay, fine, I'm coming down right now. And so I didn't wait for him, I just started walking down the stairs. And once I get to I heard him like start getting up to get out of bed, which is why I didn't bother waiting for him, because I knew he'd be right behind me. Got to the bottom of the stairs, and then I heard this clicking noise coming from the computer room again. And I assumed at first that it was Alex, my littlest brother, who was on the computer. But when I looked into the living room, he was sitting there like playing like toys, like cars or something like that, on the floor in the living room. So then I was like, then who's in the computer room? So I turned around and I went back and I pushed open the door, and Billy was sitting on the computer playing video games. And that scared the hell out of me, because I literally had just talked to him in his room. And we only have one staircase in our house, and he did not like walk past me, because the way our house is set up is from the staircase, like you could stand right in front of the staircase and see perfectly into the living room, as well as like my mom's bedroom, the bathroom, and the computer room. So he didn't walk past me and like sneak into the computer room. Like, there was no way he could have done that. So when I saw him, I just kind of got this like wash of like, oh my God, what was I talking to in his room? Because whatever it was, like, it looked at me, it made eye contact with me, it registered to me as my brother, because it looked just like him and it was acting just like him, but it wasn't him. And Billy was just kind of like looking at me, because I was looking at him in this like complete terror, like I was just so scared. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I didn't want to tell him that there was something in his room, because I didn't want to freak him out. So I just kind of turned around and I was like, Dad wants us to do the dishes. Just come on, let's go. And so we went and did the dishes. And after we were done with the dishes and I went back upstairs, there was nothing there, but like the bed was all rustled, which wasn't really anything out of the ordinary, because they never make their beds. But it was just the weirdest thing ever, that I made eye contact with him. I heard Billy's voice come out of whatever it was. I looked him dead in the eye, and it wasn't even him. And that was just like the scariest thing ever. And yeah, I don't know. It made me way too uncomfortable. And that was probably like a year and a half ago to like 2 years ago. So it was a while ago, but it stuck with me ever since then. So yeah. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 stories that I told you guys. Some of you guys might be skeptics and not think that they are true, but these are 100% true. Let me tell you, you guys, honestly, these things to this day still affect me. I get very scared just thinking about them sometimes. But, whatever. You live in a haunted house, you gotta deal with it. So, yeah. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, comment down below if you have any questions, or if you just want to share a scary ghost story with me. I personally love hearing scary ghost stories. or like paranormal activity style things. I think they're so cool, even though I hate paranormal activity movies, whatever. But yeah, just leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night or whenever it is that you're watching this. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.